Hey guys, it's Mikey Chen. I've got to admit, I'm kind of scared of babies. I mean, yeah, they're cute and everything, but they cry all the time, they can't be reasoned with, they're kind of shameless. I mean, who else do you know that will yeet and poo at the same time? And don't let them fool you. Babies are not as helpless as they seem. They even have abilities that some may consider superpowers. Number 1, super strength. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys something, but disclaimer, there are absolutely no real world scenarios where you're allowed to try this out. Anyway, you know how parents always hold their fingers out for babies to grab, and that's usually a super endearing moment for the parents, but to babies, it's all the same because it's more of a reflex, and no offense to the parents, but they will basically grab anything that brushes up against their palm, and that grip is stronger than you think. The grip is called palmar grasp and is strong enough to actually support the baby's entire body. This instinct doesn't just appear out of nowhere at birth either, it's seen even in the womb. And in 1891, doctors actually ran tests on exactly how strong infant grips can be. One nutty researcher decided to test baby grips by dangling 60 different newborns from a walking stick. Not at the same time. What he found out was that most were able to hang on for at least 10 seconds, and one of them lasted 2 minutes and 35 seconds. Now, if you don't think that's impressive, you go dangle yourself from a monkey bar and see how long you last. Number 2, super hearing. Babies have tiny little ears, so we often assume that a baby's sense of hearing is just a primitive version of an adult's, but that's not the case. Babies' hearings are actually way more sophisticated. As researchers at the University of Washington found out, babies hear all the sound frequencies simultaneously. When they studied 73 infants to see what type of sound they respond to, researchers found them to be better at listening to a wide bandwidth of frequencies than adults. This mechanism helps babies respond to unexpected sounds. So far, we don't know why this is the case, but the ability may be a remnant of ancient times when hearing everything might have been a definite advantage to survival in the wild. Number 3, super facial recognition skills. When you're around babies at a gathering or something and you go up to a baby and make fun of it and call the baby a diaper pooper or make a face at it, you would probably think the baby can't really tell you apart from all the other random faces, but that's why babies are scary, because they know it's you. Babies are actually really good at identifying faces even when it comes to creatures of different species. In an experiment conducted by researchers at the University of Sheffield and University of London, 6-month-old babies were found to be as good as adults at recognizing human faces that they saw earlier, but shockingly, they were actually better at recognizing monkey faces than the adults. That's incredible because, not to be a monkeyist, but all monkeys kind of look the same to me. We lose the ability to recognize the faces of different species and races as we grow older because an adult's facial recognition is based more on familiarity than absolute facial indicators, but babies still carry this vestigial ability up to a certain age. Number 4, super brain. Babies are born at the point in their development when their huge heads are on the verge of becoming too big to squeeze through the birth canal, and their brains are much larger and more highly developed than their bodies. At birth, a baby's brain continues to grow rapidly, reaching more than half an adult's size by month 3. Now, inside that big baby brain is the same number of neurons that adults have, around 86 billion. However, without a large number of synapses, having a lot of neurons won't do you much good. But by toddlerhood, babies will form around 1,000 trillion synapses, about twice as many as adults. Thanks to that, their supercomputer brains can constantly soak up data from their surroundings. The infant's capacity for gaining and processing knowledge easily surpasses that of a genius adult mind, making all babies giant nerds by nature. Number 5, water instinct. I think I learned how to swim when I was about 6 years old, and there are some of you who probably are all grown up but still can't swim. However, once upon a time, we were all superb swimmers because until around 6 months of age, babies naturally know how to swim with their eyes and mouths wide open. They can do this because of the diving reflex something seals and other animals living in water have, which automatically seals off the windpipe pipe to divert water from the lungs to the stomach. Here's how it works. If a baby under the age of 6 months is dipped in water, it will automatically hold its breath. At the same time, the frequency of contractions of the heart muscle will slow down, helping to keep oxygen, and blood will begin to circulate mainly among the most vital organs, the heart and the brain. This reflex helps babies stay underwater for much longer than adults without a serious threat to health. This same ability allows babies to swallow and breathe simultaneously, something else that we can't do. Let me actually try that. Okay. Yeah, I can't do it. Number 6, healing without scars. We can repair our tissue, but typically not without scarring. The body can't really replace the dead tissue with a brand new one. It can only fix it with a makeshift scar. However, unborn babies can heal without any scars, which is something doctors have only recently discovered. Not only can they heal without scarring, a fetus can fix a lot of other problems with disability, including bone deformities. Isn't it kind of cool to know that at one point of our lives, we were all kind of like Wolverine? Number 7, a sense of rhythm. This is something I definitely don't have, but all children are born with an innate sense of rhythm. This was proven in a study in 2009 where 2- and 3-day-old babies listened to the rhythm of a drum with electrodes attached to the head. In cases where the researchers intended to sway from the rhythm, the brain of infants showed a kind of foreseeability of the sound that followed. Scientists believe that the sense of rhythm helps children recognize the tone of speech of their parents and thus catch the meaning without understanding the words. Also, with the help of this, children can understand the differences between their native language and any other ones. And finally, number 8, the most important superpower that all babies possess: being super cute. Yes, being cute is a superpower and a powerful one. I mean, think about it. Basically, just by being cute, animals are able to have us house them, walk them, feed them, and even pick up their poo. Babies and little kids have this power as well, and yes, there is a science to this, and it's rooted in evolutionary biology. For some time now, great minds have been thinking about why we humans have a tendency to find the youngest member of our own species and even members of other species sometimes heartbreakingly adorable. They've come to a general consensus that it is in our nature to find things cute, and without it, we would possibly perceive children too pitiful, helpless, stupid, and boring to be loved. You know, I really wish I kept some of these powers, especially the one about having a sense of rhythm. That would have really helped me through some really tough, embarrassing situations, and especially while I was filming this video. Yeah, so that happened. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. See you later.